What a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I hope it's a beautiful day where you are as well. Thank you for joining me for this week's 4-Minute Friday. And today I'm going to take you behind the scenes and give you a little bit of an idea what some tour operators are doing around the world to focus on the 3 pillars of ecotourism. I mentioned last week that ecotourism has 3 pillars, and one is taking care of the environment. The other is to retain and educate about the culture and the communities in the places you are visiting. The 3rd pillar is economy, where tourism dollars stay in the area to help support building up and maintaining their areas. One of my tour partners that I met this past week talked about the 3 pillars as planet, people, and profits. And last week, I attended a travel trade show and I focused on ecotourism partners. I'm going to talk about a few of them just to give you an idea, give you the behind the scenes look at what people are doing or what companies are doing that you may not be aware of. I want to tell you a little bit about Lindblad Expeditions. They have been around for 50 years. So I can't imagine what expeditions to Antarctica were like 50 years ago. Lindblad Expeditions actually traveled to the Galapagos, and they realized that 80% of the economy of the Galapagos Islands comes from tourism. So the support staff in the Lindblad office thought they needed to do something for these people that were so severely affected by COVID and the lack of visitors there. So what they did is they set up a fund of $500,000, and the funds would go to provide microloans to tourism partners that wanted to diversify and to go into the community with some new ideas. So thus far, Lindblad has supported a microbrewery and some other businesses, and these loans are at a favorable rate and favorable terms for everybody. And the use of these funds or the repayment of these funds then allows other people and companies to be able to take advantage of it. And he has a philosophy of giving a hand up rather than a handout, and that will make the difference. The next one I want to talk about is Hurtigruten, who has come across my radar several years ago when they introduced that they were going to be using hybrid vehicles or hybrid vessels. And I thought, wow, that is moving forward. Hurtigruten, again, is another expedition cruise line. However, they are also the company that's been providing mail service up and down the coast of Norway, which is how it actually started. And so now they have 2 expedition cruise ships that are providing hybrid motors and engines, thereby using less fossil fuels. And they want to be, I'm looking at my notes, they want to be emission-free by 2025. And I think that's an amazing goal. Now I want to mention a tour operator in Africa, Micato. For every passenger that travels with them, they will provide education for a child from the age of kindergarten to graduation. Abercrombie Kent is a large company, but they have local offices around the world, and they also participate in 46 philanthropic projects around the world as well, helping the local communities. So those are just some of the things that I heard last week.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of 4-Minute Friday. I believe ecotourism will grow in the future. Next week, I'm going to talk about Eco Redefined, looking at ecotourism from the traveler's perspective. I hope you will join me next week. Have a great weekend. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment on this video.